Uh, uh all right. I hope this is getting through. But I'm just gonna wait for a little bit more. Actually, what am I waiting for? I'm not 100% sure. So I guess I'll just start now. Um, I just want to get some stuff out of the way first. So I was thinking about, I was talking about what the stream was gonna be like the last time round. And after thinking, I think the stream is gonna be basically just raw version of me working behind the scenes. Previously, I was contemplating maybe doing something that's a little bit more planned. You know, it would be like basically like a video that is live streamed. But I don't really have time to prepare for it. And I think like there's not really enough stuff that's completely raw behind the scenes anyways, so I might as well just do this. I hope I'm not lagging. I'm getting some warnings about bit rates. I don't know if that's my internet or it's my settings, but I'm hoping it will go away. Anyways, I'm just gonna continue. Hopefully it's fine. And anyways, so the streams from now on are gonna be kind of raw, in the sense that it's just gonna be me doing stuff, either if it's prepping videos or just doing random studies. So it's going to be pretty boring. But I'll try to talk through my process so there's at least some value for those who want to come here. And then I'm also leaving this as archived, so it would be a record of stuff. And then as for today, I was thinking of doing this piece. So the artist is NoriZCI. I think it's don't really know how to read it properly, but they're the artist that's responsible for quite a lot of the Rhine Labs related illustrations. Not all of them, which is kind of surprising. I thought they did everything, but apparently some of the later on official art is not really done by them. But I really like the way they render. I really like their design view. Like what's the word? Like the sense, you know, if you say it in Japanese. But anyways, but today is not really gonna be like a pure study, because I was thinking like I could just do a pure study, but I kind of want to try to add a little bit more originality and try to explore a bit more things. So in this specific case here, I'm going to be trying to replicate the background as closely as possible. But as for the characters and the foreground elements, I'll probably swap them out for Ifrit. So there's a bit of opportunity for me to add some stuff myself. And that's kind of it. Let me see. I have some notes here that I'm gonna repose. Right, and the other thing is, as if you guys play Arknights, you guys know like the E2 art has a lot of effects and stuff. And those things has always been interesting to me, but unless I do a specific study on one of those, which can be pretty overwhelming by itself, I wouldn't really have to touch other effect stuff. So this time around, I was thinking of I would take some of the elements here and then try to insert some of those special effects as well. So we'll get to study the background here. We'll get to try to implement our own characters with their own pose and with a little bit more effects going into this. And these will likely be a multi-part series, so you probably won't be seeing anything that's going to be completed today. Honestly, we might not even make it to the coloring stage because it depends on the idea generation and all the other elements in here. And let me see, what else have I written here? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's kind of questionable if anybody wants to see me in particular do this, since I don't have any industry experience, but I'm going to be doing this in terms of my own improvement anyway, so, you know, I might as well stream it. And feel free to hop on and off this stream. As I said before, it will be archived and it will be turned into a video whenever I finish this. It might be a couple weeks from now, but you guys will not miss out anything just by not being here. And yeah, so I have some ideas as to where I want to go with this, but before I go on, I kind of want to just sort of pick some colors out from the original piece and see what's going on. Also, I forgot to remove the starting soon thing. Okay, it's gone now. So yeah, I'm just gonna start working. If I have anything to say, I'll just say it, but otherwise it's gonna be quiet as before. Right now, all I want to do is just figure out what some of these colors are, like where they are in the color palette, in the color wheel here. This artist specifically has a very I guess, this thing. Like, they really like this combination of really washed out yellows and greens with a little bit of blue for highlight, for like emphasis. What was the word? Accent. Or like stuff like this. So this might be too big, but I kind of want to just collect a bunch of colors here. Actually, let me pull it out real quick. Need a new layer. So we have the bright color for the hair, sort of like a mid-tone here, some green and some black-ish colors. Oh, this brush has opacity. That's not good. No opacity, please. Where is it? Where's my pen? Oh, it's over here. This, kind of like this, kind of like this. It should all be nicely in a gradient sorts. And then we have our accent, and I'm gonna pull it out here. The yellow stuff. And then I guess this would be the darker tone. If possible, I kind of want to keep it like the same for Ifrit when I put her in, but we'll see. A big problem with this plan is that I don't have any character design sort of experience, and as is, how do I say this? Like, even right now, these characters, Saria and Silence, they're not wearing the usual clothing. So there's like some special design going on, and having not played the game for 2 years really doesn't help, because I don't know what these are based off of. This looks similar to the one before. I think that's kind of about it for the top. I think these grays are pretty similar. Oh, slightly bluish over here. Just pull it out here. Oh, I also want to grab the let's grab it over here for the background here. The thing that really caught my eye for this piece is the background, to be honest. I think Ryan Labs has some really epic aesthetics, but a lot of it is pretty, because Ryan Labs is very science, right? Very, what's the word? Precise and stuff. How much stabilization do I use on my brushes? I have no idea. It says 7 here. I don't know what that means. Yeah, this is also 7. I guess it's kind of like a little bit, and then oops. Yeah, these are most of the main brushes I use. I don't know, like, it's just on 7. I think most of it is on 7. I don't think I've ever touched it before. I might have just gotten used to it. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, about the background. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, contour lines, you know, there must be a way to generate it. So I looked around, there was a tutorial, which we'll go through later. But I only just realized today that a lot of the background seems to be hand-drawn. Like, the lines don't have equal width. So they're probably hand-drawn, which is very, very respectable, because you have to spend all the time doing it. And I'm willing to bet that behind the characters, there's probably a lot of stuff that they did that isn't visible. But just gonna try and get some colors out. Pretty, oh, it's just black. This is even darker. It's basically the same, right? Same thing, we have to get that. This is green now. Okay. Some more grays, perhaps? A little bit of red and orange. Right, the hair is slightly different. I guess Ifrit's hair will be entirely different colored, so... But still, we get to see a little bit more of the color transition. The pure black over here. almost. Skin tones is also very on the yellow side. Over here is pretty dark. About the same-ish. And this should be pretty similar to the ones here. Maybe here-ish. Yeah, they're probably the same color. I'll just leave it. Okay, let me group some of these together. I need to... Kinda hard to see. So the yellow... Oh. Should I do this? Can I have like these colors here? These colors here. We have our grays here, and then we have more stuff here. Okay. And then the plan is to just pick this color and see where it's on the wheel, and just see if we can get a feel for how they're moving the colors around. Or rather, how they're moving around the color wheel. Anyways. Hello, hey there. Coloring is so confusing. Yeah, it's very confusing. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Like, I have to have a very perfect reference for the exact color I have in mind. Otherwise, it gets very messy. How do I do this, actually? I don't have enough resolution for this. I guess I have to make it smaller, which isn't great. So the characters here is Zarya and Silence from Arknights, which is what most of my videos are on. Like, it's a game. They're from these, they're from that, well, they're from a, what you call it, organization. It's like a biolab kind of background for these characters. And they've, well, some of the characters, I don't think these two in particular are like that, but some of the characters have very questionable morals. And that's kind of the setting. New beta test trailer? Yeah, I gotta be honest, I haven't been following for a long time. I know they have new games in the work, like the Esther something. Asterisk, right? Without the K. Not asterisk. Do I need to do this? This seems like a waste of time. Wait, hang on. So going from here to here. Oh, wait, I don't have to do this. Like that. But these guys are here, right? I could just maybe pick and color a bunch. Sort of see how it transits. Hate game, huh? You like it? I take it? Is it a subscription base, or is it like a one-off payment thing? Pay once and play forever? Oh, that sounds nice. Because they're still releasing new stuff, right? I was like, oh, I was gonna say it's like Genshin, but Genshin's not like that. Anyways. As long as it's not like subscription based. Okay. So the hair... This went backwards. Oh, I might have gotten the other... Wait. This is not even the same color. Oops. Oh, it's like it goes redder, then yellower, then redder. I guess it's not necessarily in order, but so yeah, very desaturated colors. They stay very much on the left side here. Kind of just pop, 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 pop. Staying within like the 20 to 80% range for values here. Pretty good spread. This is just literally black and the horns, but it's very minor, so. And this one here is, oh, slightly more saturated than I was expecting. But this is what, going towards the green. This is like blue, but this is not. Yeah, sometimes it's, this is like only like kind of like a very, very vague reference. Because we can clearly see there's a huge sort of value drop as we go down. So there may be more adjustment layers on top. So the color picking on top is not gonna be very accurate, but so I have yellow, and then green, and then blue. So stay on top of the color wheel basically. Background is the most saturated so far. Hello, Brett. Oh yeah, I do have Twitter. I have all my socials in the video description here. I'm not very active, so you know, feel free to follow. But even like when I stream, I don't really like throw anything out there. Okay, so you have a rough idea of the colors. I just put out some color wheels just so we can have a quick visual guide here. So if this well, I'm hoping it goes well, but I intend to make it go as well as I could. But whenever this set of videos like live streams and the illustration is done, I will make a video, and as usual I will throw out the this this Clip Studio file as well. So I'm trying to make it a little bit more organized, even though it's pretty bad. Wait, which one is this? Is this one, right? So we kind of have like a direction this way. And we're keeping very much to this side of the loop. Wait, how should I represent this? Maybe like this. And just like this. Honestly, I call a lot of my videos studies, but I don't feel like I really learn too much from a lot of them. Most of the time I just get like a little bit of a confidence boost by knowing that I could do something similar if I try hard enough, but nothing really stays with me. Oh yeah, you've been following me before? So this one is what? It basically stayed kind of constant. I think we're just sort of going down the... Just kind of going down, yeah. Maybe a little bit of... Yeah, I don't know what to do on Twitter, honestly. I think when you're trying to grow socials versus just trying to post art is kind of different. Because I see people who's trying to grow socials, you have to like repost a lot of your old art, you have to use a lot of hashtags and stuff. But I don't feel like I'm putting out enough stuff right now to justify doing that. I feel like I just end up putting the same images out over and over. So it's still kind of dead. Yeah, but I'm working on like a short manga right now for myself. But I will post it when it's done, but it's mostly for myself. And once that's done, I'll try to put more original illustrations out. And then that's when I can be a little bit more active, I think. And then all the while, hopefully I can keep these streams going and keep providing value this way. as much as I can. What am I marking even? Oh, just the hair. Actually, I don't think these would be very useful in terms of referencing later. Plus, Ifrit has different colors. And we'll just have to do it by eye to try to keep the vibe the same. And the background, is there any point in the background, honestly? Because I'm just going to copy the colors, I think. Because the background, we're trying to get it to be exactly the same. So I do need to take a look at the skin here. Just keep track of the skin here real quick. So once this part is done, which it should be done soon, I'm going to, we're going to talk about the background first, because that part is, I tried it. I tried like the method that I was talking about, the video that I found. And the video is in the description, by the way. There's a link to it on how to basically generate contour lines using Blender. So you don't have to come up with all these lines by yourself. You don't have to be like trying to imagine all these different shapes, which is surprisingly hard, right? To come up with a decent amount of randomness in it. Although I have to say that the method that we're about to do will be a little less controllable, because right now you can see like all these rivers and bodies of water that's kind of nicely framing the characters. They're sort of surrounding the characters. If you use Blender, it will most likely be some kind of random generation, some kind of noise, and that is kind of hard to control. 1, 2, 3. Did it again. So it's kind of like this and kind of like this. Yeah, I'll just do it this much for now. I don't think it's very useful anyways. Whatever that I'm doing here. What is this? Empty layer. Okay, great. Yeah, I really like Ryan Lab's aesthetics, especially Lone Trail. A lot of the official art is like, it's amazing, and it's all done by this one person. So, but I don't think I can really study that specific style, if you will. I don't know how to do it. I don't think sense, like that kind of design sense, is that easily replicated. So this is just colors. I didn't learn too much from that, but anyways, at least we know it's pretty desaturated. Oh, I never really checked out the clothing here. That's like blue in a lot of these dark areas, which you'll have to try to replicate later. Probably not today though. Probably it's gonna be next time. We still have to come up with the composition. I have an idea, but anyways, we'll briefly look at the background real quick. So I will try to replicate this background entirely. Well, not exactly, because if I'm using randomness, it's not going to be the same kind of map in the back, but at least I can try. Let me try to fit this in frame here. So we get the easy one out first. So I'm just going to label this as background. I didn't name my layers. That's okay. I'll name it when I release the file, but so background, we have a couple of elements here. We have the grid lines, which would be pretty simple. We have the contour lines, which we will use Blender for. We have some of these dotted patterns, which looks to be hand-drawn because the circles are not the same shape, but I think I'll just generate them. I copy and paste them a bunch, so it doesn't look... so I don't have to spend the time doing it. Other than that, geometric shapes looks to be, you know, pretty straightforward. You could just draw them in. The font, yeah, manual halftone. It's kind of insane. The font is gonna be tricky. I don't know if I'll spend time on stream to look for the exact same font, because it will obviously take a while, and I can do that off stream, and it's not something that I really need to show. So, other than that, everything else is just kind of fine, I suppose. So I just start off with the grid lines, which I'm just going to copy in terms of the scaling. We have the line tool, the straight line tool. Color doesn't matter in the beginning, we just need to get the width right, and obviously this is too bad. Something like this. Oops. Could be slightly thinner, I think still. Something like that, yeah. And I'm just gonna get my water bottle off the way before I spill it. Here. Something like that, I suppose. Copy and paste a bunch. I like to use one of the lines to overlap the existing pattern so we know that the spacing is the same. Oops. Oh, that's a very difficult question. I think a big problem with me is that I don't have a favorite artist. Is what plagued well, not plagued me, but what like troubled me for the longest time, because like if I had just one artist that I really wait, why doesn't my lines line up? Why isn't the background lines consistent? What? Hello? Anyways, yeah, I feel like if I do have an artist that I really like, oh, I'm just slightly off the scale, I suppose. I would have been able to find out my like the sort of style I like much earlier and gotten a bit better, perhaps, than I am now. But in general, yeah, I like quite a lot of styles is the thing. It's pretty hard to say. I like this artist that I'm doing. Who else is there? Oh, it's kind of hard to think right off the top of my head. Also, I'm still getting the warning about bitrate. Is everything fine on your end? On you guys' end? It's lower than the recommended bitrate, but I didn't set it, I think. Also, I'm pretty sure that I cannot change it while I'm streaming, right? Can I change it while I'm streaming? It's fine? Okay, then I'm not gonna touch it. Because this is such a scary thing to do live. It's just gonna break everything. Now since someone asked, I'm just gonna take a quick look at my bookmarks, which is not safe for work, so I cannot show it on stream here. But some artists that I like, I don't know. I'm still finding new artists that I like though. Is the thing. It's kind of interesting. How should I share this actually? Interesting. I guess I could just copy and paste the some of the names. And these would be like artists that I intend to make videos on eventually. So actually, oh yes, apply with information. I'm just gonna borrow this canvas to do this, but this is someone I found recently. And obviously this is a screenshot, so I cannot really zoom in too well on this, but very amazing colors, very amazing rendering. There's a very nice balance between the use of like some things I like about like painterly style is that it's a lot more, it looks a lot more sophisticated, but I also don't like how difficult it is because there's no lines. A lot of artists, you need a lot of skills and stuff. Oh, I do know Croquette, if that's how you say the name. I can't remember, but you know, I was contemplating for my first video, do I want to do a video on them or do I want to do a video on the one that I've chosen? But I went for something simpler because otherwise, so this is also something I found recently. But yes, I do know them. I do wish I could make a video. How many clones of Sour Spring I found? Yeah, I see that. I noticed that too. Like there's so many. How many? How to draw like ask videos? I don't know what's up with ask specifically. Like why it blew up, like all of those videos came out, but I'm trying to find something slightly different as well. Oh, it's okay, this one's fine. I have a lot of like what do you call it, like how to draws on like on my in my bookmarks. And this one's also really interesting. Like the way I draw eyes right now I find very lacking. But I also don't really want to do like those very painterly kind of style. So I want to emphasize on the line art, and I think I might go in something like this, a direction like this. Anyways, a bit of a sidetrack. Yeah, I could go on for days. I have like thousands in my bookmarks, and it's all like different artists that I kind of wish I could draw like, but where was I? Yeah, just making lines. Very exciting. I'm gonna nuke this. Oop. And just need a couple more lines here. Copy, paste, Control T, Shift. Okay, good enough. This line is not very aligned, I think. That's why it looks a little bit darker, but close enough. Copy and paste with 90 degrees. And then transform and expand the width out. Oh, it's not the width, I guess. Okay. Scale is not quite right, but we'll live with it. So we can move on. I'm just gonna hide this for now. And next we're just gonna touch on the contour lines. For this I'm gonna switch over to Blender. And by switch over I'm just gonna drag this thing in. Wait. So Blender, what is this? Image editor, I don't need this. Okay, so this, what I'm about to do now is basically just a replication of, let me find it. So of this video here. So this video is about architecture topics, and I guess they do architecture related videos. I don't know. I never really looked too deep into this, but I was just looking for how to create contours, and their video came up. And basically, you guys could watch this, I suppose, on different time. I tried this out before, so I'm just gonna go through the workflow here. So you start off with something new here, right? The new general. Don't save. It's the same thing. I'm just gonna redo it for the purpose of the video. You kind of delete the original square, and then you have to go to preferences here. Then under extensions here. So for me, it's already here, the ANT landscape extension. But if it's not, you come over to the get extensions, and then you just search for landscape. And mine is installed, so it's already here. But otherwise, you will see like a install button here, if I remember correctly. And then once you're done, once you enable it, you come here, you do add, mesh, and then you can do landscape. And this just immediately gives you like a landscape to work with. And as you can see, like you get like lots of different bumps. And when you first add the mesh, you get this menu here. You can extend it. And for us, we kind of want to change the size, right? Because our canvas isn't a square. And I don't know about this. I didn't quite try this the last time, but I guess I would just set it to 16 by 9 because that's my canvas right now. And you can basically change the seed, right? And that would change the terrain and stuff. And we can increase the noise size is kind of different. I guess this is how many mountains you want. How do you change the height? Maybe this? That's not quite. This is still touching on the noise, I think. Maybe that? Not quite either. That's my height. Dimension? Whoa. Oh, whoops. I did it again. I like to do... Oh my god. I have muscle memory with Control Z. Just Control Z everything automatically. How do you even read this word, dude? Lancularity. Lancularity. Alright, I don't know if this is good. I don't think it is that great. Maybe it has to do with this. Maybe this is a bit too much. Maybe 8 and 4.5. Does it accept decimals? Anyways, I guess we just go with this. Most likely, I will have to do a few more iterations off stream just to see what looks nice. But yes, also there's this water plane thing, which if you remember in the original illustration here, there's water, right? There's bodies of water. And I think if I can learn to use this well, we wouldn't even have to paint in the water manually because this would just set up sort of like a water level here. So you can increase the water level. And from the top, you can see that it kind of looks like that. But we won't be using this. So once this is done, we kind of need to add a plane. And we want to match the size here. Size 8. Oh my god, it's not quite the same numbers. That means this will be 2.25. And then if I remember correctly, modifier, we want to add a array. We want to do constant offset, but in the Z direction. And then we just up this count here. Might be a little bit too fine-grained here. Oh, I need to go to mesh. It's really hard to see, I think. So it sort of covers everything, right? And then we can go over to the landscape. Add a modifier for boolean. Intersect object with the mesh. And hopefully I don't crash. Ooh. So good with informative. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. I honestly... I am still pretty doubtful on my own capabilities. But I do my best. I don't know what I'm talking about in my videos sometimes. Are you talking about my icon? Yeah, it's a character that I've had since 2011, so that's 13 years ago. Although back then it's a lot less concrete. Like she's not properly designed. She's just like an idea. But I've had this idea for 13 years, and she's a wolf. I feel kind of weird having to clarify that, but anyways, what's I doing? Right, doesn't look very clean. I feel like there's a lot of weird vertices. Okay, if this is really hellish to clean up, I might have to go back to something smaller and then spend time off stream just to clean it up, because I don't want this to take up everything. You know, like that art actually is pretty interesting because that art surprised me a lot because I wasn't expecting to do something like that, and there was a time limit for that piece as well. So hang on one second, I'm just going to apply this. And crap, I forgot how to do this. I'm just gonna watch the video. I forgot what the steps are. Okay, so you cut it.
Ray modify.
No AI voice, thank you. So apply, intersect, fast, and then convert. Oh yes, convert. Did they apply the boolean? They did not apply the boolean. Did not apply the boolean. And then where's the convert button? Convert curve. Very fancy. Very fancy. And I believe it's geometry, and you do this with a little bit of width here. And then you sort of get this. Also, I can hide this now. So if you go back to this, you can sort of see like tiny spaghettis. Like this. And then if you just position the camera, which once again, I forgot how again. Dang. Was it Shift S? Cursor to selected. And then Shift S, selection to cursor. So we have our camera here. I'm going to change the positioning. Like, oh my god, I've used Blender before. If anybody plays VR chat, I've made worlds before, but that's like a while ago. And this is so difficult to use every time. 0 to zoom in on this, and then I'm gonna zoom out. And I guess we'll just take 8 here. View set active to view. I have no idea what that means. I have no idea what that means. I have to put in a material, I think, for this guy. New material, and I'm just gonna do emissive. I forgot how much to set. Just do a quick render and see what it looks like. Right. I think this would do. It's not very good. Honestly, I think like the hand-drawn one is way better than this. It's a lot more smoother. And yeah, this seems kind of bad. I think it has to do with the mountains in the original generation. But because it's entirely controlled by noise. Oh, actually that's not true. I'm just gonna briefly explore this. Right, I'm just gonna try some stuff while I talk about the art that was mentioned before. Actually, interesting story. The one with the wolves on the stairs was actually inspired by a piece of Arknight's illustration. Let's see if I can find it. Actually, it was the Russian girls, the Russian characters. Okay, what are they called again? Damn, what are they called? Oh yeah, like Zima. Yes, yes, yes. Zima. Where is Zima? Yeah, Zima, Gumi, and Raza, and like all those. Let me see if I can find it. So I actually did like a study of like without illustration, like kind of like what I'm doing now. Actually, it's not like a complete study, but just kind of like oh, I want the same set of colors. I want the sort of same set of vibes. And then after I did that, I had to draw that piece that you were talking about. And there's a story to that piece actually. And it was actually sold at Comic Cat last year because I managed to get myself included in another circle. But that's a story for a different time. But so there was a bit of a deadline on that piece as well. And then that piece gave me a lot of confidence. Oh, I found it. I found it. All right, this is the one. Let me switch back real quick. Like this was the piece that inspired that one. And it sort of has the same sort of faded out vibe. And these colors are pretty bluish. The reds are pretty muted, but it's still pretty what's the word? High contrast. Let me see if I can find the study that I did. I don't know why I dumped it. And I forgot what the rating is. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this one. This was the study, and you can see basically it's a copy of the background here. And I did the tiling and stuff. And then after this, I sort of got a vibe for this chromatic aberration sort of red, and also the glow. And that was what chained into this, which, by the way, for everybody else, this is the picture that we're talking about. And my favorite part is the tail here with the glint, the bloom thing. Anyways, a bit of a sidetrack. How does someone as cynical as you manage to have such a soft portfolio style, even really stuff on the box syndrome? Cynical people tend to overdo. Oh, interesting. I don't know if I would call myself technical. So I think I know what you're talking about, because there was that website called Draw a Box or something, and then all you do is you draw boxes, and then they teach you how to put forms into boxes. But I never did that, and as you will see later, the way I work has no construction. I don't do boxes and try to put things in. Well, I try to nowadays, because otherwise it's very hard to do original stuff if you don't have enough visual library. for anatomy and stuff like that. Because otherwise you have to find a perfect reference. Oh, okay, this might be a better thing. But yeah, I think that's why I don't end up with the boxy kind of feel, because I can't do it. I just can't do the boxy kind of feel. Oh, look, this is much better. Although, like, this is just all rivers, and I think like the one before, turbulent. Like maybe you get like some bigger bodies of water here. Recent art has such flowy and dynamic gesture lines. I'm not sure which one specifically you're referring to, but I would say that I draw more by feel. Is what I like to say. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I think that's kind of the problem with not having a lot of people to talk to about stuff like this. I don't know where I stand. Let's try regenerating with the with some of these other ones. These other ones would be better, I think. Noise rocks. Lick rock. Planet noise. Okay, let's try turbulence. Pretty epic. Oh, it goes downwards too. Wait, do I want that? Where is depth again? Offset? Offset axis. No, this is noise. Depth. Oh, depth is just sort of the resolution. Amplitude. Wow. Okay, please. Oh shit, I did it again. I don't know why undo is such a dangerous button in here. Wait, I cannot undo the amplitude. And I have to. Okay, this will do. Frequency, okay. 2.0 was kind of okay. Right? Whoa. What? Oh. Anyways, let's just stick to this and see how it looks like. Let me try it again. So I need another... No, wait, I don't need another one. I could just use the same mesh, right? With the Boolean... I can't see it. So object would be... this plane. Uh-oh. Right, I forgot to change it to fast again. Oh, it's because I applied it? No, I don't know. Well, live debugging, I suppose. I guess I'll just do a new one. Remove that. Mesh plane. Location size 4. 2.25. Material. Nope, no material. Modifier generate array. Constant on Z at 0.05. 0. Fix count to 20. Go to mesh. Now I have stuff underneath though, which is going to be lost, I suppose. Let's apply. Modifiers object on this guy. Go back. No, not go back. No, hide this. Am I doing it right? I don't know if I'm doing it right. I feel like I'm not doing it right somehow. What's the difference? Oh. Did I apply? I guess it automatically applied at some point in time. Weird. So distance. I don't see it here. This guy doesn't have any modifiers anymore. Oh, it's an intersect. Whoops. Right. And intersect on this. Why does it look different? Did I put a material? No, I did not. The plane is also hidden. I guess it was just this. Huh. Must be confusing something. Anyways, convert. Curve. And we go down to this guy, squiggly guy. We add a bit of a width. And we can sort of remove some of these vertices. I think this looks much better. We have like naturally formed bodies of water now. And hopefully that's gonna help us. I'm just gonna clean up. Uh-oh. How do I undo? I think moving forwards, I'm gonna probably do more 3D stuff. Just for the backgrounds. Delete vertices. You guy and you, and it's like a couple of guys like in here. Sneaky. Oh my god. What is going on here? What? Oh. This goes. Delete vertices. Vertices. Okay, we're almost there. What? Oh my god. Bro. Oh. Sneaky. Grab these, grab these, grab these. And you. Pretty cool. It's like islands and stuff. Do I want this? Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. I think this is a bit too empty, possibly, compared to the original. That's worth giving it a try first. Move the camera out, maybe? Can I move the camera out? Is that not an option? Oh, I'm just not dragging the right place. Oh, it has to be part of a collection. Oh. Anyways. I guess we want to zoom out a little bit. And then for the landscape, materials wise, let's try to make it shine. Oh, I could just use this. Eh. Good enough. for now. I'll fidget around more behind the scenes here. So just gonna dump it in the stream. It does have alpha channel, right? Oop. And crap, where did I put it? Stream. Okay, it has the gray background. There must be some settings that I can fidget around with, but in the meantime, I think I could just change brightness to opacity and that will cut it out. Oh no, I cannot because it's gray. So I need to turn it to pure black first. So we will just do a quick contrast. Just up the contrast and now it's black and white. Convert. Is it converted? Wait, is it converted? Nope, it has not. Wait, what's the difference? Does it not work like this? I thought it worked like this. Oh, did it convert the bright part to a... Oh yeah, it did. Okay, I just need to invert this. Control I. Opacity. Okay, now we have these lines here. And it's completely blocked by the characters, which is... I should have seen that coming. Wait, did I close my... Wait, what? Wait a second, where did my file go? Huh. What? Where did my file go? I feel like I just lost all my data. Or... I guess we lost all our data and I'm gonna start again. Well, we didn't really do much, to be fair. I will just re-prep all the stuff behind the scenes, but how did we lose all the data without any warning? Very sus. What's happening? Huh. This is reference. This is the one I popped in. Okay, that was weird. I will have to watch the recording for that. I'm even more confused how it's gone, but let's see, is this... Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna have to redo this, I guess. It's not really that urgent either, though. Probably not gonna make for very good lines here. Oh yeah, I see it. I see a little bit of difference here. quiet, huh? So maybe just one actually. Oh, oh. Delete. Oops. Quit. Parkour. Kind of have both now. And I guess we just need to block up some water, but in this case we actually have quite a lot of space here. I don't know if I necessarily want to do it now, since I'm going to redo this likely. I'm trying to think if there's an easier way to do this. Maybe not. I have to go through this manually. Oh, okay. What other elements are there here? We have the shapes here. So I guess I'll just make some of the shapes for use later. As long as the file doesn't delete itself again. We could reuse it. Ellipse. Too thick maybe? Yeah, maybe. 7 and then make it bigger. Oh, let's do it like this. I need the center point actually. Oops. Get ourselves a circle. Half circle. And then a quarter. What else is there? Triangles? Oh man, what's the proper construction for equilateral triangle? I do not remember. But we do have symmetry rulers. Symmetrical ruler. Nope, we need 3, right? So if I draw a straight line, I should get an equilateral triangle. Is that true? I don't know if that's true. I need equidistance from all of these guys, so it would be like this. Clean it up a bit. Now we get an equilateral triangle. And I need this tool to select the layer only. Oops. Back. Go back. What other shapes do we have? We have some weird squares and semicircles, isosceles, mountains. So isosceles and like square and rectangles basically. Okay. So this one is probably hand drawn, to be honest. I don't really need to construct this, do I? What should I call this? Assets? Yeah, squares and rectangles have tools that by themselves. I don't really need to care. Isosceles triangle, make rectangle cut in half, right? So just need to sort of get the proportion right. No, we don't even need to do that. Oops. Delete. Oh wait, I don't get the insides of this. Oh, I could do this. So select a string, just a sharp corner, maybe shrink by 5, and then delete. Why is this so slanted? That would be good enough for our purposes, for stuff like this. ISO. Reinsert. And let's get some... Oh, I do believe I have the halftones already. I do have halftones already. Okay. Yeah, I forgot where I got these from. There was like a huge assets pack that was free. Let's see if I can find it right now. So I can put the link in. Whoa, what the? Halftone. Oh, actually, there's probably a history somewhere in my downloads. I'll just wait for that then. I need to make a note though. Okay, so that's kind of that. I think everything else in the background should be pretty straightforward. We'll just be drawing a lot of these in. Text will type it in. These will craft whenever we need them. If you can find a good enough background, I'll write it. I'll draw it first. So hopefully today we can make some progress, and then before the next stream starts, I'll do all of these behind the scenes with recording, of course. Actually, am I recording right now? I should be recording as well. Yes, I am recording. Let me start and restart this. Okay, restart the recording. Okay. So next thing is the composition. So because I'm gonna swap out the characters here, it's gonna take a little bit of work. Damn, I lost the nonsense I did with the colors, huh? Okay, let's borrow this again. And just dump it here for now. Oh. And I would like a frame as well, huh? Oops. Shrink by 10. This way I get myself a frame to work with. So I only have one idea of what I want to do with Ifrit, but maybe more would come. Not very likely. So we have our character scaling about this height. Oh, I need to swap back to this. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Right, so we have this chess table here, which seems to be all like white pieces, but since right now they're all nicely lined up on the table, I was thinking of just having Ifrit blow everything up which would give us the opportunity to add a little bit more effects on the table. And then Ifrit might be somewhere in the middle. Oh, head is about this big, right? So maybe we can afford to be slightly bigger because it's a single character. Oh, but the legs are kind of here. I don't know where the floor is. Might be here. Might not have the space. But we don't have to stick to the same scaling though. What could she be doing? I could just have her stand. And then have things blow up by themselves. It's cool. Nah, she's probably more like this. Being all like smug about blowing everything up. And speaking of that, we do want a separate layer for this. I want to bring some foreground background with the pieces flying off. So ideally we would have like really big, how do I say this? Like really big pieces here to show that they've been blown off the table into the viewer. These will probably require a little bit more construction. I was thinking of finding maybe 3D models, if there are any out there, that we could use. To at least get some of the difficulty of drawing it out of the way, but we will have to do the placement ourselves. So this might be like the base, and then we can have like the pieces sort of blown off like this. So explosion will be here, right? It would be, let's see. Maybe not towards the back. It would be all towards the front, actually. How should the pieces be lined up? There's probably like composition stuff related to how these pieces should be positioned. But I don't know. I'm just gonna randomly put some everywhere. And these pieces are about these size. So if they were to be flying towards the viewer, they should all be slightly bigger than this. If the explosion is in the middle, some could be going to the back. Probably not. Nah, the explosion wouldn't be in the middle. It would be at the side of the table. I would be flying towards her as well, so it doesn't make sense. That's the one doing it. And then as the force comes over, it would flip outwards. So more pieces like this. And then specific ones could be flipped. Just to have a bit more variety. And then like this. Oh, these would have a bit more of a interesting perspective here. Boom, boom. Too equally spaced, maybe? It's okay. We'll play around with positions later. Depends on the effects as well. Do I want a single piece in the middle? Maybe. Need to bring in some effects. Wait, how do I make this correctly sized? Oh, there we go. Anyways, PRF. Got some E2 stuff here that I thought might be relevant, might be useful. Gonna try and look for something that might be useful. Probably try to replicate some of the shapes here. Ah, yes, and some more of these spiky stuff. Even the scaling of the character might not be a lot of space, huh? But those guys are way in the back. If she's up by the table, she should be at least this big, I think. Oh, I should use the radial ruler. Where is it? Where is it? Special ruler, radial curve, radial line. Starting here. Just bring in some effects a little bit. More flowy. I think this is cool. Especially the background stuff. It's got the explosion sort of cloud kind of vibe. You can put some of that behind Ifrit as well. So let's call this effect 1. Need another one, effect 2. This is chest. And this would be our character. Be careful with the scaling too. Probably smaller than what I had going. 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. How big should it be? Kind of like this, maybe. Do not want symmetry here, so can have stuff coming out as well. I hope this doesn't rub anyone the wrong way, because I am technically making some changes to the original, even though it will be a different piece, but it will be heavily based off of the original, so I don't know if it would offend anyone, which is why I won't be posting this piece when I'm done. It would just be localized here in this stream and then in the video that was going to be made. So we have to figure out, we're gonna have to figure out some of these strokes here, how this is rendered. And oh yeah, let's get some of these in. Spiky stuff. But I'm not quite at the angle for that, so I'm not really sure. I could tilt the table and that would help. And we could even break the table in half if we want, but we will need to grab more. Wait, hang on. Where is the oh, I don't have it open. Recognize E2. Lag. E2 art. There we go. Now it's gonna take a while to load, I suppose. Okay, yeah, it's lagging pretty hard, so I'll come back to that, but if we break the table, it would be cool. How would it look like? Maybe like this. Maybe a bit too much. Maybe like just this. So we can have stuff like this. Whoa. Nope, this. So what does it look like again? Like this. Uh-huh. My Chrome is not behaving. Oh. Oh, actually, Mayor is looking pretty hot too. Oh. More explosions. Sharp lines, okay. Yeah, it's the only one that doesn't load. Alright. I guess some other time then it's not behaving. Broken table. Ah, well, it's worth a try. Oh, we don't really have the space, actually, that's true. It wouldn't really have the space, but it would still be possible to bring the idea across, actually. What's in the middle, though, actually? Now we have a problem to solve here. This here is void. Hmm. Oh yeah, we don't really have any good references for that. Okay, let's leave it for now then. If we're stuck, we still have the problem of Ifrit's posing. I don't want her to just be standing there. Everything's so bright. Right, so for the character, let's get rid of these. Boop, 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 boop. Within the scale of this thing, I think it's fine. Just gonna borrow this real quick. Oh wait, I actually forgot to clean up on this. I get the proper scaling. Let's say it looks something like this. The character is here. Wait, I need... Oh, I have it. Okay. Slightly more long, okay. I need this smug look. But beyond that, what about the hands? Just get a dupe. Try something else. What should we do? What can we do? What's our pose? In the... What? I did open a new one. We need the... Wait, what? Handed? Is she left-handed? Wait, is she left-handed? She's holding it with her right hand here. Wait. Huh. Okay. It doesn't say if she's left or right-handed, which doesn't matter too much, but... Nah, it matters. I might not have a choice. In the original, it's her left hand. Over here is the right. Over here is the left again. Hmm. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. No, but it would be stretched forwards, right? I think. So let's say left hand on the good old flamethrower. Kinda out of view, which makes sense. And she goes like, I'm the queen here. And she holds out the queen. Kind of stiff. This would be pretty stiff, I think. Also, with the foreshortening, it would be blocking a lot of stuff. I think it'd be kind of weird. How would it even look like? Maybe the hand would be like this. Wait, how would it work? This is the right hand, so it looks like. How does this work? Oh my god. It would be like this. Oh no, the hand goes this way. Does it tilt this way? It's okay. A rough idea here. Nah, this is weird. Worth trying out. Probably not going this route. Oh, I'm also working against myself because everything is focusing down to the table. So this would be a secondary point, then it would end up being. Alright, next idea. Next one, maybe she has her hand on the table. And then her smug face just looking up. Let me borrow the wait, where is the thought I saw it somewhere. Maybe it's in the manga actually. Up, down, and then scoop. Up, down, and scoop. Maybe no scoop for lines. Something like this. And then she can still have her left hand on her waist. With this pose, probably a little bit more tilted. Or not. Actually, the frame needs to go in for the face here. I cannot tell. How does the frame work? Nothing special. A little bit more squarish. Not as long as some other styles. Oh. Come on. What's going on? Oh, better save before I lose my data again. What? know if it's still too big. This eyes are not aligned. Something like this. Hair has one stroke and a half in the middle, and then it's just parting. Oop, oop. Get a rough thing in here. Probably too big relative to everything else. Probably also not the right angle. Also not balanced, but okay. Calm down. We need the arm here. Can she make things explode with her hand alone? I don't know. But she can now. How does the back of her hair look like? Oh, still the twin tail? But the latest one I think is slightly different, right? Wait, why don't I have the latest one? The one from Lone Trail. It's just long hair, I guess. Put it down. Something. So in the original one, was this a good? Actually, not as much as I thought, but maybe 60%, 70% is filled out with characters. Foreground element. Here it would just be one, but we would have stuff blocking everywhere. So, be a bit of an interesting trade-off. Doesn't really work. Don't quite draw in the nose, just render it. Okay. Okay, so we have this, which looks really weird. Hey, welcome. Inherently insane, difficult game to fan art. Yeah, it is very difficult, especially if you're just doing it for fun. You're not properly trained. There's so many things to learn because it's so much closer to realistic stuff than your typical anime art. Okay, let me make a I have a lot of layers to do. Oh, you know what? Gonna be lazy here and do this. Just trying out some ideas for the posing here. I already have like the rest of the comp sort of in mind already. And a lot of things there that I want to try as incorporated. So that would be pretty helpful. But we do need a character in the middle. I think have her go down like this. With the hand down and the tilted body. Kind of makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if that statement is accurate. I'm not sure if I'm on a different level. The only thing I've really done so far that I'm proud of is that one stair piece that you were talking about. And then everything else that I did is just like referencing and trying to mimic exactly the same thing. This time actually, this one stream is probably where I'm trying to push that limit. Trying to add in something that would fit into an existing thing. I'm trying to make sure the style also fits as much as possible. I think that's gonna be... I'm quite curious how this will turn out. I think with enough time it's possible. And then you think about like the people who are doing this for a living, they have to churn this out like what? So many times? Over and over? Kinda insane. I think for this one here is actually... I like this one more. Let's do... So this would be like 2, I guess. This would be like 1. If it takes out a little bit more space with a pose like this. Let me borrow the face, so I don't have to redraw this. Oh wait, I can borrow it here. Okay, now I can delete this. Sort of. Oh, let me up this. Okay. Yeah, scaling is a problem. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's just that I don't do a lot of stuff with backgrounds myself. If you look at my own original stuff, I am not very good with backgrounds. Blue archive. Blue archive memes are very interesting. Give her a big smile. Big smug face. Wait, how does the... Oh, it's white. I see. It's the inverted kind. Yeah, she saw like, I got... I blew up your chest. What are you gonna do about it? Something. Yeah, like this one here, because she's like bending over. Okay, that's very inappropriate. But because she's bending down, takes out less of a presence. This one has more presence. And then another big problem we have to solve is the clothing. In this specific piece, like Saria and Silence have like their own, I guess, newly designed clothing. I don't know what I can do about this. I don't think I can do anything about this. It seems to be based on geometry and maps. Cartography, maybe? If we can add some markings, it might help blend in to the original theme, but That is about the limit of what I can do. This is kind of weird. It's the border between official and fan art because the artist that drew this is the original artist that did all of the official design and illustration, a lot of the illustration from Brineland characters. But this wasn't done for Arknights per se. This was them doing it as a celebration of, if I remember correctly, the 2nd anniversary. So it's kind of like in between. Yes, they have like this I don't know if they're actually selling products or something, but like they have their own sort of chain of design of certain goods. Yeah, I don't know if it's commissioned is what I'm saying, because it doesn't have that usual... Oh, it does have it actually. But I don't know what the rules are for putting these things. And it doesn't have the hyperglyph sort of logo as well. It's just the Arknights one. You know what? It's probably commissioned. Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. It is probably... Then it's probably official then. Yeah. What other poses can I think of? Yeah, you would get the usual, I think, of her with the flamethrower on her back. Oh, why did I turn down the saturation for this? Opacity for this? Wait, how do you carry this? If this is the thing? Oh, right, like this. Like that. Like that. Oh, like this. Yeah, this is what I was thinking of, but it would be pretty similar to this pose then. Not that that would be a problem, but... This would be a little bit more in terms of difficulty because I have to draw the prop now. But I feel like I should. I feel like I should. Oh yeah, I feel like it's better. What else can we do? I think there was one, right? Oh yeah, this one is pretty similar. First slinging her hands on this thing, but I don't know if there's any weird symbolism with the cross, so maybe we'll avoid this. Probably this would be closest. The angle would be interesting though. Is there any specific angle that would matter? Actually, in the original, like, she's supposed to be a knight or something. I think this is supposed to be Ifrit, right? I'm not 100% sure, because this looks like the Ifrit, like the actual demon Ifrit. But it looks like she's carrying like a sword. I don't actually know what the story of this illustration is at all. I don't know if there is one necessarily, but it feels like there should be one. Anyways. I kind of ruined it. I need to clean this up a little bit. Don't mess up the face too much. Nope, more angle. More angle. More angle feels more dynamic. Not stuck to the grid. And we have arm. Arm. How is she be holding this though? How to go, how to hold gun. Just a stick. Literally just a stick. Let's see. So this is her left hand. So if Rana is the penis, whatever that is, the nightclub of. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I left the game way before those characters came out. Yeah, I noticed that those characters have that night theme going on, right? Even the E2 art is very similar, if they are who I think they are. Yeah, they got that. Yeah, okay, yeah, they got that whole symbol thing with Flametail as well. Okay. Yeah, I feel kind of. I want to make the clothing match as much as possible. What can we do about that? Maybe I can try to brainstorm some ideas between now and the next stream. Mm-hmm. Okay. So her hand would be... How would I hold this thing? I don't have a long enough stick. Okay. The thumb is this way, right? Kinda big, but maybe something like this. Yeah, she doesn't seem like she would be the kind to not grip onto this properly. It's got the trigger there, right? But this version doesn't have anything. It's just a stick. This is actually just a stick. I like the stick. And we get to draw the suitcase too, maybe. Serta's new design. Let me take a look. Serta and Phil. Oh, is it out? I'm not sure if I can find it. I literally know nothing about Enfield other than the one study I did on Ludwig style. Organized reference is called Pure Ref. It's free. I think it's free. It's pretty handy. Like all of these images when they came in, they were like all different sizes. Like it could be like this big, could be like this big. And then if you just select them, you go images, you do normalize, you do size. Well, in this case, they both got to become the same big size, but yeah, you can sort of, I guess it sort of takes the average. I'm not 100% sure. So you see now is they're overlapping, right? You can overlap all the pictures over. Then you can still just arrange them optimally, and then it would just be done for you. So it's pretty handy. Very, very helpful. Although it did shuffle my images. So yeah, there is that. Yeah, no problem. Save successful. Probably not this angle for the hand. Probably more like a grip, proper grip. Probably more like a proper grip. Something like this maybe. I gotta move the original outfit. Yoink. Kind of big. Kind of weirdly sized. Something. Indeed. Okay, something wrong with anatomy, but this might be how we want to go with. I think in the meantime, I'll just let this sit. And then I can think about the pose. This is like, ugh. This is like some weird anime protagonist. They're like, look at my Pokemon card or something like that. I don't know what's going on. I don't really like it. This is too simple. I like this. Probably going with this. But in the meantime, we have to figure out the clothing. I don't know what clothing we should use. There's the original. There's the KFC one. Which is interesting. Probably not that. I really like designs like this. Maybe I could go with this then. But it would be very similar. It would almost be the same pose with same everything. What is this actually? Floating gear. Is this one of those skins that you could buy in game? Must be, right? Is not? Columbia style outfit. Molten, it's called Molten Hippogriff or Hypergriff collab clothing. Floating gear, Ifrit, November 12th to November 25th. Going on to Facebook. Please don't destroy me, Facebook. Okay, what is this? You get to buy some button pins, wall scrolls, acrylic standees. Oh, I guess it's not actually an... Oh, wait. There's actually an outfit. What? Oh, it's pretty cool, actually. Wait, hang on. Let me see if I can show it here. I gotta log in. Oh, you don't have to log in. So... yeah, it's like actual merchandise. That's pretty cool. Oh no. Oh no, I'm blocked. Where's the diff? This one? No? This one? No? Is it getting re-added? Oh my god. Oh, I just can't delete it maybe. I don't know. Oh, anyways, actually some kind of merchandise. But cool stuff. I like this a lot, but I'm leaning towards trying to get something similar. So maybe we can merge the two and try and figure something out. Silence has some kind of a coat. Oh yeah, and like the scaling wise, actually, we still have to think about this real quick. The original characters have their torso entirely above the table. She is closer, so I think it's justified to have her bigger. Currently, this scale seems about right. Okay. So I'm not gonna worry too much about the legs then, because in the original scene we can see some legs. Since we can't, I'm gonna ignore it. Also, if we are using that merchandise outfit, we also don't have anything special. Just shoes, I guess. Normal code, normal thing. Okay, maybe we can do some actual study kind of thing by trying to examine some of the designs here, which I have no idea what I'm doing, like 100% now, because I've never done this before. Where do I even start? What do I even do? We have shields, we have like armor. Damn, where do I even start? I know the word design language, but that's about all I know about design. Maybe I just start by writing down some stuff I see. Yeah, I like the the Lone Trail one is really nice. I don't have any reference for it. Ifrit, Lone Trail. Oh, I typed Long Trail instead. Actually, Lone Trail looks pretty cool too. Oh, what's happening? Copy image. Let me drop it in my ref so I don't forget. Where is my ref actually? I lost it. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, so many things have to come together. Actually, this looks kind of like what Silence is wearing in the current one. So like the open style jacket, but hers is completely open here. Oh, actually, this would probably fit the current theme a bit better. What does she have? Not a lot of props actually. We got the usual choker. We got a pot of plant. I'm not sure why. We got like canisters of something, and then that's kind of it. We don't have that many like hooks and stuff from the clothing. And then over here, the design language is very much like the grid lines and stuff. They both have headgear, but I'm probably not gonna make Ifrit wear anything. If anything, maybe the crown. Maybe. Jacket, coat. Homo. Yeah, kind of stuck for now. I guess I'll just go with this. And then we can try to add some elements in if possible. But we'll start with this as a base. And before that, we would need to have... Yeah, anyways, I'll do this quickly, but I think I only see stuff like this. The dotted lines. So we would have dotted lines, maybe. And then we could have some kind of ruler measurements, it looks like. And then... what's going on here? So... measurements, grid lines. It's just kind of the same thing. It's just kind of mostly grid lines then. We have a grid, and then some of it has like markings like this. But everything else is just kind of grid ish. Just kind of like this. Numbers here. Then the numbers here. It's got these sewing kind of things, like threads holding on to stuff. And over here as well, I guess, on these. Any more? Yeah, we have lots of it. Maybe highlighting stuff like this would help. So I just do this for a bit and see where we end up. Lots of ribbons. What would you even call these? Like paracord? Oop, 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 oop. Okay. Here as well. Okay, what about metallic stuff? What metallic stuff do we have? We have like some hooks here. Maybe here. Yeah, maybe going by material might be a good idea. Oh, I kind of forgot about that. The belts of belts? What? Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. Like, what is this, man? Got more metallic stuff. I don't know if this is metallic. Maybe it is. It's kind of shiny. More ropes. What is going on here, bro? I think this might be interesting. If we highlight all the different materials and we zoom out, maybe we get to see some patterns. I think this is all metallic, right? Maybe this thing too is kind of shiny. 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 Oh, are these fastened to her horns? What is this? Question mark? Oh, oh. And I guess it's like a metallic kind of thing here. Let's trace out some more of the lines as well here. Where else do we get lines? We get lines here. Oh, here as well, I guess? Oh, here. Okay. Here, 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 here. Oop. Okay, what have we learned? Probably nothing at this point. Um, yeah, not much. Okay, you just keep in mind to put in some of these elements for Ifrit, but oh, this is purple. Okay, and then we also have colors. Wait, not yet. Oh, the red stuff is actually kind of on the same material too, right? I don't know what it is. Looks kind of like leather or something. Let's have another layer for this. And then we kind of mark it out. Drop down the opacity here. But this and this and this piece, this head piece, and I guess the head here too. Well, these are kind of the same material. Maybe the vest itself as well, but it's kind of hard to tell. Maybe like Zarya's pants and Silent's coat is kind of the same material. Pretty similar colors, similar vibe. Oh, nope. I just keep the same one, go blue. Maybe not blue. No, it's kind of hard to tell. So this and this may be similar. Maybe. Got a jacket, and I guess she's wearing kind of like armor. So Ifrit's new outfit, what does it look like again? The coat looks kind of similar already. We're just missing a lot of the blue elements with the lines, with all these sewn up stuff. Is this sewn to her coat? Am I bringing too much logic into this? I don't know if it makes sense. Wait a second, is her coat like bigger on the right side? What is this connected to? This is like connected to the belt. So her coat goes down to her thighs here, but this is just at her waist. Damn, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I might be bringing too much logic into this, but without like a... Because I'm not the original artist, I don't have the same sense of aesthetic sense. If I can't find a logic to this, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. There's not much I could do. Anyways, I can think about that some more. In the meantime, I do need to get the anatomy in here, which usually I just start by using a model because I do not have a good working knowledge of anatomy. I have some, but I do kind of need this to help me check for proportions. How do I do this again? I need to move a bit closer. Oh, it's almost 1-for-1. Anyways, make it smaller. So let's lock. How do I lock in? Is it right click? Oh, it is right click. Right click. So we're locking all the parts we don't want to be moved. And now we can just kind of move this hand like this. Move this out. What? What? Hmm? What's going on? Did I push this forwards again? This is the shoulders. How do I do this? The shoulders is not like... It's kind of pushing forward. Yeah, okay. It's kind of like this. Slightly pushed forward. Slightly lowered. Kind of want her to face the light a bit more. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, this is definitely a little bit challenging. And the thing is, the muscle deformations on this model isn't very accurate. So you cannot use it 100% just as is. Wait, what? Is this how far the hand goes? But I want it to go out. How do I make it go out? Bro, we're gonna be here for like half an hour. Bruh. Kinda. We don't have to be so tight though, because a lot of it will be covered up with clothing, I think. I suspect. Good enough. I just figure out the other side. Okay, so this arm needs to go all the way up. Not quite all the way up, maybe here. What? What? Wait, this is the limit of it being down. So this guy needs to go down. But how can I make it... What? It usually isn't this finicky. I don't know what's happening. What is happening? I'm 100% broken right now. So, okay. So you want to have it up, right? So from the resting position, I lift up my elbow, then I twist it. Why am I twisting here? My shoulder? If I lift up, then I twist it, right? That makes sense. And I guess this is the limit of how far it goes. You know what? Forget it. I kind of like what we have anyways. Oh, where's it going? Let's kind of borrow a bit of the pose here, which actually I'm not even going to use. Actually, you know what? Forget it. This isn't looking too bad right now, so we'll just make do with this. And since we are doing a front view anyways, I'm going to be cheating by using a symmetrical ruler right down the center. So we don't have to worry too much about the left and right being unbalanced. Flat marker on 8, black color. I can drop these guys, cannot see anything. Okay. Oh, right. Too thick. So we have our neck. So the shoulders actually would not be perfectly flat, right? I think. Actually, maybe it would, depending on the pose, but depending on how she's doing this pose, but Where do we want the torso to end? Somewhere there? So usually I go like 2 hits, right? So this is about 1. This 1. That's 2. 3. Somewhere here. So you get the... Ah crap, what's the name again? Of this bone? Forgot what's it called again. Maybe the torso needs to be bigger. It quite fits the scale. Maybe I do need to go slightly smaller. Drop this. This up by a little bit. Wow. Is this right? More space for the shoulders. Hips are too wide. If we go full all the way, it would be somewhere here, right? Knees. Okay, this looks kind of weird. I think it's too long and too fat. Too thick down the bottom. Anyway, good thing it's not in frame then. Arms are kind of separate here. Oh, actually, true. Oh my god, that is genius. Yeah, you're right. Thank you for that. That is great. That's why I need to remove this abomination. We probably won't see a lot of it, but it might show up. Depending on how this goes. Also, this arm, man. Is it that long though? I need some real photo references, I think. It's too big. I'm just gonna leave it on the model here so I don't forget. Yeah, actually we could probably even do slightly more with if we can show this even, but I don't have the technical skill to show this. If you can make the chest puff out more, how would you do this? be a very subtle difference, which I don't think I can show quite well. Very well. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Slightly zoning out here. More of an angle, basically. Probably don't quite have the skill to do that, but anyways, yeah, thank you for the suggestion. That's great. This is great. Big buggers. Maybe even long. Oh yeah, it's not entirely flat either. It's probably got some kind of an angle too, right? Plus if you do entirely flat, then it's not really resting on the shoulders anymore. So it would come forwards a little bit. And then this would go into the back a little bit. So this arm in the front is probably slightly in front. Oh man, this is gonna take some time. Probably start with where I want the hand to be. Let me try this model thing again. Like this. Uh-oh. Yeah, good enough. I don't know, I like this better. I like my own one better. Still feels really stiff. So the hand would be kind of like this. This. Yoink yoink. Maybe. It's gonna take some time before I can clear all the weirdness that I feel. Okay. I also probably try to make the face look a bit similar to the original style. Too much, huh? This right now isn't bad already. We lost a little bit of the smoothness, maybe. Something feels different. And I'm not sure if I like this different. One. Oops. Disable. 1, 2. What? 1, 2. What? Am I not pressing the right keys? Why is it not moving? it not work like that? What? Oh, because I have the ruler select thing. Get rid of the ruler for now. Figure out the hair. Maybe I like her short hair more. Maybe that's why. Yeah, I do like the short hair more. Keep it a bit shorter then. And why it actually is. And I also need the tail. Which is very interesting. It's like pieces of rocks going together. So I'll be drawing triangles, I guess. How do I want it? Pointing up seems very cheeky, so let's go with that. Pointing up but with a bit of outward counter here. Triangles, triangles. Triangles, triangles. Okay, that's for future me to handle. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, we lost the smugness because the smile isn't as... We need this. Yeah. Wait, why do you even flip the canvas? It's the same. Something feels weird still. What is it? Maewa. Something like this. And we need to put on the clothing real quick. Okay. To erase. Yoink. Yoink. Where's the model? Oh, it's all the way outside. Still working on like a really small resolution here, but so be it. Drop the underlying one. Okay. I feel like a lot of times going from rough into cleaner lines, you lose some of the vibe. I feel like I've seen other people talk about it before, but close. Not that close though. The original is pretty close. We don't have the usual like one ice worth of space. It's like slightly less, it feels like. Guess I could get away with bigger ones too. Oh, if I'm doing that, I should select it symmetrically. Stop selecting the ruler. And then we go up by 1%. 1% didn't do anything. 2% then. Maybe more than 8. No. Well, good enough for now. Okay, clothing. Belt. I'm just gonna put this in for now. I do still want to try maybe designing slightly different clothing based on what we have. Why is this side longer? Actually, what is going on actually? Is the other side just like tucked in maybe? Is that what's happening? What's happening? Yeah, I wouldn't really call it drawing. Like, it's just placeholder for me to figure it out later. That's saying figure this out later. Folds, I still don't know what I'm doing with folds right now. I think the only thing that's changed compared to a few years before is that I have seen more. So I sort of felt like I have some ready-to-go shapes in my mind that would work. But that's about it. I don't feel like I necessarily understood it more. Is it shorter? Hence even shorter? Wait, how did the hands work actually? He's like the zipper kind? It's not a zipper. Uh-huh. Yeah, actually that's... Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, like any game that's gonna be coming out from now on, people are just gonna accuse it of being AI created. Unless it's like by an artist that people recognize the style of, and then they can be like, ah, you know, this guy has been doing it for so many years, it must not be. Oh, wait, just like her what? Her shock? Her sock? That's like a lot of sag, actually. I feel like my character doesn't quite have the same stature as this. This probably is like what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the legs are really long, actually, now that I think about it. Because 2 heads is about here. And then we have slightly more for the entire torso. Actually, that's not quite true. Maybe? Was this a neck here? Actually, I did count the neck and the 2 heads, but... the torso is like here to here, right? The legs are like here to here. Slightly longer legs. Yeah, it's all good. I think asymmetrical makes sense. I think this artist did do a lot of asymmetrical design, I think. Kinda works. Kinda works. For the C1. What about this one? Where is it? Here's this one. I hope my zooming in and out isn't making anyone dizzy. I don't feel it because I'm the one doing it, but let's try this one too. I want to see how the sleeves is gonna work. How the sleeves are gonna work? So this is, oh, please do not undo my name change. It should be lower than the belly button, right? Pants. These ones are slightly longer pants. What is this? This goes under the armpit. Should be here, right? This one I should get a pretty good reference here. Somewhat similar. I guess there's a hoodie in the back. Something that covers up the neck. Slightly above the, just around the crotch level here. See, which one would be in front? It would be kind of squished, though. Kind of like this, maybe. And then there's more intricacies over here. How does this zipper even work? Halfway. And then this thing comes out. Wait, how would you put on this clothing with the strap on? You put on the thing and then you put on, and then the zip is up here somehow. Anyways, logic. This is about the belly button, right? This about the same. I don't know. Oh, this has more personality. Definitely this one, I think. This one is too bulky, it's covering up too much stuff. This is like, yeah, I'm gonna do what the hell I want. This is definitely better. Perch. What is this layer? This layer 8. There's nothing on layer 8. Then what did I draw this one on? Oh, on the clothing one. Oops. Okay. So we go with something like this, and then we just sort of hopefully be able to add in some elements from the original. Oh, easier said than done, of course. But yeah, so we're here. Probably hold off on the clothing for today. Get rid of this. Yoink. Alright, once again, I need this, the grid, and the map. And let me grab the original again. Do I have a copy of it? No, I do not. Oh, I do. Yes, I do. What? Do it like this. So we can see sort of the vision coming together. I'm just trying to think of what kind of map I want in the back. So right now this top left is pretty empty, which I don't think is very good. Here is kind of empty as well. We want a little bit more landmass in there. So when I generate it, I need to be careful. Be a bit more mindful of trying to get stuff in there. Although technically I could just copy and paste this and shift this up. I'll make it bigger. Oh, but if I made it bigger, the scale will not match very well. Okay. Okay. It's coming together somewhat. Now if I just bring in the let me bring all of these up. All of these up. Chess pieces. The effect number 1. Effect number 2 for the explosion in the back. Where's my table? Oh, here. Table is here. Actually, you know what? Since it's Ifrit, I don't think we'll see much of the background. I think we should just blow this really big, like this. Like this feels like Ifrit. Okay, I... oh no, dude. This is way better. But this just completely overrode everything that I was planning, which makes sense. Nothing goes according to plan. I like this way better. So much more personality in this one. Where's my ref again? Did I close it? Oh, it's here. So, explosions. And then like Mayor over here. But a little bit more intense. I really like the effects. So this is like a board of all the effects that I kind of want to do. We sort of have the really sharp lines here. These really sharp lines here. And then we have some blur. Couldn't you make the hair more flowy to fit the change even more? Actually, you know what? That is a great idea. Oh my god. Thank you for the idea. This is great. We need to make the hair like go everywhere. Although I'm having trouble imagining it. Do we have anyone that does that? We have it kind of over here. It's just sort of lifted up. Pretty smooth. I guess W doesn't really have a lot of hair. Okay, I have to go through the E2 list again some other time. But definitely gotta blow the hair up. Especially with this new one, she has the longer hair, right? Shall not let that go two ways. So she has the braided stuff on that side. Oh, sheaves? Is that a artist name or? Oh, it is. It is. Yes, I know this person by the Chinese name. Oh, I didn't know they have this name, even. Wait, I lost my tabs. Oh my god. Oh, I'm in this tab. Getting kind of sleepy. I'm zoning out. I need to find. Okay, that's a good idea. Let me write a note for it. Actually, let's see what I can do right now. So this is the character, right? And like this. I'm gonna add a mask on this. Temporarily zone this out. So I can bring this up to full opacity. And my mouse. Okay. At the very least, it needs to be like this. But I don't think it should be like. To be fair, like even the explosions in the back doesn't quite make sense because I'm trying to make her blow out the chess table in the front. So I don't really know why there's like stuff here. I just kind of want to edit, but since I'm doing that anyways, since I'm not necessarily going with 100% logic anyways, this would also make sense. How long is her new hair? Around the back. Middle of the back. Okay. Okay. How long is her tail actually? Does it go down to her ankles? This looks like it only goes down to about halfway down her calf. Oh yeah. Maybe not that. Is it this long? Didn't make it more flowy. How about make it to the direction of the action, like how the strap notes are bursting out? Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted. I want it to be on both sides here, kind of like this. I don't think I'll bring it to the front because it will block her character stuff. But this one of bringing it out is also pretty tricky. How far and how flowy would the hair be? Because like I feel like if you do a lot like this, it might end up changing her silhouette a bit too much. But we can play around with values to try to fix that. But right now I'm just not satisfied with the shapes. So I'll leave a note here. So research here. And then the last thing that I'm probably gonna do tonight is try to figure out some of the chest pieces. I need to find a... Actually, let me write this. Oh. Let me see if we can find a 3D model that's free that I could just take some screenshots of. So Sketchfab, chest pieces. Oh yes, too many requests. Nice. Is someone DDoSing Sketchfab because I cannot get in? RIP. Let's do chest piece 3D. Free 3D models download. I don't want to download it. Do you guys just have a spinny thing I could use? Download personal use. I do have Blender open, I mean, but why is Sketchfab down, dude? How about Turbo Squid? I believe they have the thing too, right? Did they not? Okay, you know what? Let's download one and see. I need to log in. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. Wait, what's the chess piece? Oh, here. Black and white king pieces. That's a RAR file. Okay, that's sus. I need to send it up to... Okay, maybe I figure out the pieces some other time. Maybe hopefully Sketchfab comes back. What else can we do? What else can we do now? Maybe a quick value check. Color. So obviously pretty dark in the middle. Focal point. Contrast here. What will we be doing? Let's see. So we'll follow the similar sort of pattern here with the background being lighter. Let's just borrow this shape. Rectangle. Blob. Okay. These guys can get off of the... Where's my color? So this is color. Okay. I try not to make this too complicated. So we just have our character start off with something in the middle. Oh, what? That's a misclick. Including the weapon. The hair, the back hair I'll ignore for now. Because I do want to emphasize on the silhouette and the front. We have our tail here. And then the coat, and the arm. And the arm over here, which I can no longer see. What's going on here? Okay, we have our character here. Oh, do we have to flip it? Interesting. Because it's white, then like it's bright, then dark, then bright. But now in middle it's now dark. Does that mean that my background needs to be dark? So I can, because these, the effects are gonna be bright for sure, right? Is it gonna be bright? Actually, I guess this doesn't really help. How's it E2? Not too long as you want. Nice. Oh, thanks for looking it up for me. Hang on, I have that page open. How's it? Hold up. Yeah, I see. Yeah, it's a bit tamer than how should I say this? Like, I feel like because of the explosion, we could go really all out with the left and right, up and down thing. I think House's E2 is a little bit tamer compared to that. But personally, I do prefer that. That's what I prefer personally versus like what I feel like should happen. Rather the more logical explanation. Actually, Roberta's E2 is also pretty cool. Although hers is like extremely short hair. Like extremely short. This is like strong backwind coming up. Too. Anyways, thanks for that. It's okay, I'll just spend some time off stream. There's a lot of stuff that I want to take care of off stream, including some of the stuff that I did when I started the stream, and then for some reason I managed to lose the data, which is very impressive because I didn't get a single warning. I don't know how I lost it. Maybe it was a dream. So let's get the chess pieces in real quick. I just get some like blobs. And these chess pieces will be... There'll be a lot of effects on these, like motion blurs and stuff. Especially the ones in the front. They're gonna be trying to use blur to get some more depth out of this illustration. But that's way down the line. I need the table as well. Table. Which I cannot see because it's in blue. Which layer is this? Oh, it's in here. Actually, maybe blue is easier to see. Ah, that's okay. Yeah, honestly, background might have to be darker this time. Because all the foreground pieces are gonna be... Oh, then again, the chess pieces are white in color, actually. That would be interesting. What if this is pure white? Oh, my music ended. So it's been going on for 3 hours, according to the music ending. I don't know what the copyright rules are on YouTube. I think it's stricter than Twitch, because when I used to stream on Twitch, it would just automatically mute the copyrighted music. But I read somewhere that YouTube just sort of destroys a stream if they detect copyrighted music. So yeah, look at how dark the table is actually. Can go darker. The character as well. I'm gonna lock and just gradient in some. Not to worry about the fact that these two are blending into each other, because we will be adding in effects here as well. So likely something to this effect here. Oh, something bright that comes up here, but not too much though, because they are right next to each other. So very localized, I think, for here. Char, okay, background. So if the background is darker, how would that even work? Okay, in that case, I would have to cut out the islands just to test this. Drop. Drop. Just quickly cut this out here. Oh, wait. Should I put a new layer on top, or should I put a... makes no difference. I put a new layer on top. In that case, I might as well do this. Doesn't work very well. Okay, this sucks. Alright. Manual. Labor it is. Oh, hey there. Contrast the background. If you want it white, perhaps you can contrast the background. Foreground, if you use a hollow airbrush, slightly toning the colors down. Hue, show me hues. Our hue option might be kind of limited. In this case, we're trying to follow, the original artist sort of style with the very desaturated colors. The strongest colors here will likely be Ifrit's Explosion, with some reds in there. Also, I haven't fully comprehended what you're saying just yet. So, if you wanted white, perhaps you could contrast the background, right? Foreground and background, foreground. Use a whole brush. Yeah, I think you might be losing me there. Slightly toning the colors down, and the hue shall make hue. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if I'm understanding you. I'm gonna finish this up real quick and then maybe try some ideas and see if that's what you meant. Don't want to spend too much time here. It's gonna go quick. Blub, 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 blub. Oh no, no, it's fine, it's fine. Sorry, that might have been a bit too loud. Yeah, thanks. I feel like everyone has so much faith in me, but anyways, I'll try to deliver. Oh wait, forgot about this guy. Oh wait, what? Oh no, I'm just getting confused. Anyways. Yeah, we're trying to still get closer. So I guess I'll just quickly repeat the goal for everyone that's just came. I'm not sure how many people just came, but 3 hours ago, we've started 3 hours ago, so that's a good time for a reminder. Quick recap. But we started off with this piece here, and I didn't want to just do a 100% study. I wanted to add some my own sort of original elements, which is kind of how we end up here. I wanted to keep the background, everything the same, and try to keep the color palette the same. So in essence, I'm trying to mimic the style as I usually try to. So that's why we are kind of limited in terms of the colors. We kind of want to lean towards this desaturated yellowish, greenish sort of vibe that's going on. And in the shadows, we're going to try to put in some of these blues that our artist likes to use. And that's basically kind of it. The most saturated color in this whole picture is actually the background here. It's sort of, I mean, if you ignore the accents, that's kind of here. But the largest amounts here. I don't know how much we can stick to it. It's a bit of a long... Yes, my name in this channel is technically just one character, which I think should probably change, but at this point I don't know if I should. I guess it's not that hard to change still. But because I play VR chat, and then when I was creating my name, I just put 5 of them in a row. So my name just kind of end up as like 5 me's in a row. So I'll probably change it to that maybe one day. But yes, as it stands right now, it is just one singular me, which is kind of interesting. I went to Comic Cat the other like last year, and I was trying to get an artist to sign his art book for me, and his name wasn't just me, but his signature was just a singular me. So it was kind of interesting. We had a short conversation about that. Man, I cannot see what is going on here. Table is too dark here. Okay, these guys need a bit of a... I use Japanese because originally I intended for the channel to also have Japanese content. But there isn't enough time for everything. So right now it's just kind of weird. I feel kind of bad because I used to do subtitles in Japanese at the very least, but subtitling it takes like surprisingly long amount of time. Like Adobe Premiere is capable of using AI or whatever, get all the things that you're saying in your video and match up with the timestamp. So I can get the SRT file, the subtitle file with the timestamp, but I have to manually translate each line. Because if you just dump it as is into translators, even AI nowadays, it's still pretty bad because they don't know the context. I think maybe ChatGPT will be able to do it, but I haven't tried. But so that process of like a video of like 10 minutes would take me 3 to 4 hours just manually translating each line, putting it in, and then making adjustments. Because I want to make it sound a little bit more natural. So I'll read through every line and then I'll fix it up in the way that I think it should sound. So sometimes I have to change the structure, change the grammar, and that takes up a lot of time. I just kind of gave up. But I'm still left with the name for now. Man, I hope I can deliver. Like this based on what I see right now, I feel like this could look really good. But man, I don't know if I can deliver to the expectations that I'm having right now. Alright, let's try making the background darker and see how it goes. Ooh. A lot more interesting visually. It'd be quite the flip from the original, which I think is pretty cool if I can pull it off. These would have to be slightly less intense. Viable, I would say. We probably want to put a bit of gradient on the back just so we can get a better grasp. How would it look like though? Foreground transparent, circular. This is probably backwards, so flip. Can I push this over? Put a bit more of a dramatic thing. Whoa. Too much. Probably need to do a few more iterations of this just to figure things out. If the outside is dark enough, maybe we can go back. Oops. How dark is the character right now? It's pretty dark already. So the effect should be slightly more. Slightly more. Too tiny, perhaps. Some options. I should probably come up with a few more. But all of these E2 art actually could be interesting. So obviously dark background, dark white dark, dark white dark. This is dark white dark, but this here is white with a dark empty void. Oh, that's interesting. This is high contrast and lower contrast. This is dark white dark. This is, I guess, white dark white. Very intense. Higher contrast and lower contrast. White dark and then blur it out. Keeping the background the same feels like thematically that makes more sense. I don't want to change it too much, so I'm leaning towards keeping the background lighter, just so we can stay closer. Even if that's not necessarily the best in terms of giving it more impact. Yeah, oh, I see what the problem is. I'm trying to, like, this original picture is kind of mellowed out, but explosions by nature is not. Actually, how does original E2 Ifrit look like? Where's my I guess U? Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna do it on top. Running out of space here. Interesting. Nothing special. It's just going back and forth constantly. Oh, to be fair, actually, even the characters. Oh. Because we do have different values within the character too. Oh, a little bit of skin here, I think. Skin. Hand. Oh, I forgot to color the other hand. Hmm? What? Oh, it's the same shade, that's why I don't see it. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of lost for the moment. So what else do we have to do? We need to figure out the character clothing. Some of the intricate designs. Figure out the chest piece. Their positioning. And then that's kind of it. Then we can begin the lining, and then we can begin the rendering. Once we can figure out the values. Ugh. I think this might be as far as I can go tonight. I need to step back and let things fade out for a bit, come back and have a fresh look. Yoink. Max. The chess pieces are white, right? As white as it gets. I kept looking at this thing, trying to figure out if this is a valid chess position, but I don't think it is. Anyways, not very relevant. This might be it, guys. I'm kind of drained, but I kind of want to do more, but I don't know what I can do now. A bit too tired to. I can do some really stupid stuff, like look for the font of this background. Maybe let me try looking for the font of the background. There's a website for it, right? That font. Yeah, I hope it's been I hope the stream has been helpful. It's always gonna be a toss up, by the way, the streams, because I'm always gonna be trying to do some stuff that I've never done before, and then by nature of that fact, I don't know if things are gonna turn out well. If they do, it's great. I can turn it into a video. If they don't, then probably no video, but still maybe it's useful. Where's my bigger version? Right here it is. It looks like Times New Roman or something with all those little like. Man, I think there's too many fonts to look for like this. Just gonna put this here. A-S-T. Did I type Y by accident? Okay. A little bit big. It doesn't have the little legs. Let me try and switch. What's this rounded? That one's not rounded. This looks close, but the E has the extra thing. Anyways, if you're watching me do this, I don't know why you guys are watching me do this. This is really boring. I probably won't be drawing anymore for the rest of the night. I'm just gonna clean up on some stuff. Like, look for the correct font, even though it really doesn't matter too much, but I like doing stuff like this. Trying to make sure every single detail is as close as possible. Hmm. Oh yeah, if it's a custom font. Oh look, should we do wingdings? For everything, we just use wingdings. Man, they all have the I need to learn a little bit more about the fonts. There's like names for all those little tips and stuff. If I know what's it called, then at least I could search it up. Like right now, there's like no way to search it up. You know what? That's a great idea if it's a custom font. I should use custom fonts from now on. It's like no one can find a similar one. With all like the AI stuff and also people stealing art, I was thinking of like doing funky stuff with the image data, like storing data in the data, and then having a way to extract it, and then still having something on the image so I know like what the password is or something like that. Okay, I don't have the font. I don't know how many font we went through. 332. I don't have it. Which is not a surprise at all, but it kind of sucks. This one was pretty close, I think. These are pretty close. Font. Vertical ratio. Horizontal ratio character spacing. This is the one. .5. Hell yeah. I mean, from afar, I guess it's still pretty obvious, but okay. Anyways. And these are the same fonts? I don't think they are even the same font. There's at least two. At least two different fonts here. Okay. Hmm. I wonder what this is. I'm trying to see if there's any props I can give Ifrit. But the image is pretty noisy already. Probably not. Oh, maybe I can do a little bit more of the effects. We have the cloud in the back, we have the streaks, we have like some explodey things here. But the very space here is still pretty empty. But I'll probably have to keep it empty actually. Keeping it empty makes sense. Does it? Something that's too glowy like this. The contrast would be too high. But we would need high contrast anyways. Okay, probably brain's not working. I'm gonna probably stop here for this. Still kind of want to draw though. I don't know what else I could do though. Favorite. No, is it? Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll probably stop here then. I was thinking of trying to maybe do a quick study of the hair, but I'd be too tired for that. Anyways, thanks for coming, guys. As I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the video, this will be a multi-part thing. I don't know how many parts it would take. I'm also not really sure if I should do stuff behind, like off stream. Like some stuff that I've already shown on screen, like on stream, like how to do the background stuff. I will go behind the scenes, try to iterate through some that looks nicer. But some other stuff, I'm not really sure if I should. But if I do leave it till on stream, it's gonna take a couple weeks before it's done because I'm only streaming once a week at the moment. But we'll see as we go. And as usual, everything is going to be archived. There is a link to the archive in this stream description. Documenting on Twitter. Yeah, my Twitter's kind of dead. I don't know if I'd be using Twitter for that. I don't know what my Twitter is really for, to be honest. I don't really understand social media. I get posting art, but I don't get trying to grow an audience. So, yeah. Anyways. Alright, good night, I suppose. I'll see you guys next week. And if I do anything behind the scenes, I'll explain then, if I haven't already explained it before. Yep, good night. Thanks for coming. I really wasn't expecting people to stay for 4 hours, but here we are. Good night. 4 a.m. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to be here. I don't know if you should, but thank you for being here. Oh yeah, let me put the message up on the screen so people know it has ended. I need an ending screen. Oh, actually I should make an ending screen next time. Ending stream. Thanks for coming. Keep going next time. Bonk. I don't have enough space on screen, bro.